One word. That's all it took for Billboard to spark one of the biggest fan wars in K-pop history. That word? Lazy. And when they used it to describe Jennie from BLACKPINK, well, Blinks went from 0 to DEFCON 1. And here's the crazy part. This whole thing didn't just stay in fan spaces. It became a TikTok meme so big, even people who couldn't name a single BLACKPINK song were doing it. But we'll get there. Okay, so here's where it all began. BLACKPINK's Jennie, aka Jennie Kim, aka Chanel's favorite child, aka the girl who could probably sell out an arena just by blinking, was suddenly at the center of a Billboard article that called her stage performances lazy. Yes, they use that word. And in the K-pop universe, lazy isn't just a casual critique. It's basically the nuclear option of insults. You could say her high notes are shaky, or she missed some choreography. And fans might still debate you politely. Okay, semi-politely. But lazy? Oh no. That word cuts deeper than an unannounced live stream in the middle of the night when you're asleep. It implies she doesn't care, that she's not giving her all. And for someone like Jennie, who's been grinding since her teenage trainee days, it's a slap in the face. Billboard framed it like a performance analysis, but fans saw it as straight-up disrespect. The timing didn't help either. BLACKPINK had just wrapped another exhausting leg of their tour, and Jennie's been booked and busy with solo projects, acting gigs, and brand appearances. So, to the fandom, this wasn't a hot take. It was a badly timed, borderline personal jab. The second that article dropped, Blinks hit DEFCON 1. If you've never seen a large-scale fandom mobilize before, let me paint the picture. Hashtags trended worldwide within minutes, Fancams flooded timelines, and thousands of threads popped up dissecting Jennie's every move from debut until now, all to prove she was anything but lazy. Fans dug out 2016 rehearsal clips, 2018 award show performances, 2023 Coachella stages, you name it. Lazy? She? While dancing through injury and heels, in 30 degrees Celsius heat, wearing an outfit held together by glitter and hope? Blink said absolutely not. And yes, it started Wholesome. Fans defending their idol, spreading positivity, reminding everyone that idols are human beings with limits. But like every internet drama, it didn't stay wholesome for long. Somewhere between Jennie deserves better and let's send her flowers, things escalated into straight-up online warfare. Journalists, random Twitter users, and even people who just liked the Billboard post started getting bombarded with hate. And unfortunately, some even received death threats. Suddenly, what could have been a discussion about performance quality turned into a cautionary tale of never underestimate the wrath of a K-pop fandom. This wasn't just a little pocket of K-pop drama that stayed in the fandom bubble. Nope. It went completely mainstream. International media picked it up, TikTokers were making explainers with dramatic background music, and even late-night hosts started dropping sarcastic one-liners about lazy performance gate. YouTubers went full investigative mode with titles like The Truth Behind Jennie's Controversial Stage Presence and Billboard vs. K-pop fans, who's right, entire Twitter spaces turned into 6-hour discussions where strangers debated performance ethics like they were solving world peace. The conversation also sparked bigger discussions about the pressure idols face. Many argued that lazy is a sexist, outdated critique often thrown at female performers, especially when they're not smiling or overexerting themselves on stage 24/7. Others brought up the insane scheduling of K-pop tours where idols barely sleep between flights, rehearsals, and interviews. Of course, some people stood by the idea that high ticket prices mean high expectations, no matter the fatigue. And then you had the trolls, living for the chaos, making memes, and stoking the flames because, well, the internet loves a mess.
I never realized having the girls made me feel this much reliable being on stage. So yeah, I did lots of preps with my body. I've been training for, this for a little bit too. So lots of self-taking care of things to do.
Lazy people do a little work and think they should be winning, but winners work as hard as possible and still worry if they're being lazy.
First, Jennie's star power is absolutely massive. She's not just a K-pop idol, she's a fashion icon, a global ambassador, a brand in herself. When she does anything, the internet talks about it.
BLACKPINK and Jennie on stage.
Yeah.
What were the thoughts? I mean, she wasn't kind of like moving through the motions, like she wasn't really there.
Well, always like that for years. I mean, fans maybe just like her face, her emotions, her attitude.
Second, in K-pop culture, calling someone lazy is borderline career sabotage. It's not about one performance. It's a statement that can stick to an idol's reputation for years. Third, the Blink fandom is basically a defense squad. They've perfected the art of mobilizing quickly, organizing hashtags, and flooding timelines with counter-narratives. And fourth, social media's megaphone effect means even the smallest drama can snowball into an international trending topic if the timing is right. When you put all those factors together, superstar idol, sensitive insult, hyper-passionate fandom, and the infinite echo chamber of Twitter or TikTok, you've got the perfect recipe for a viral pop culture firestorm. If there's one thing this saga taught us, it's that in the K-pop world, shade is a dangerous game. You can't just toss in a little critique and expect it to pass quietly. Billboard might have thought it was dropping a mildly spicy opinion piece, but what they got was a full-on international-scale fandom war. Jennie, meanwhile, is out here living her best life. Still booked, still busy, still cashing endorsement checks while walking Paris Fashion Week runways like the controversy never happened. But here's what fuels the debate. In group performances, Jennie sometimes looks, well, dialed back. Yet the moment she's on a solo stage, she's a completely different person. High energy, razor-sharp moves, full charisma. So why the switch? We'll get to the theories. But first, the moment Billboard poured gasoline on this fire. Especially during certain BLACKPINK concerts or TV appearances, she seems a little dialed back. Less sharp in the choreo, fewer facial expressions, sometimes even skipping moves altogether. And the thing is, these aren't just random haters saying it. Even some blinks, who love her to death, have pointed it out over the years. It's the kind of thing you can see in side-by-side fan cams. You watch Jisoo, Rosé, and Lisa hitting full intensity while Jennie's doing a lighter version of the move, and suddenly you're like, wait, was that choreo optional? But then, plot twist. The moment it's a solo stage, Jennie transforms. Whether it's solo, like Jennie, or her feature performances, she's a completely different person. High energy, killer facial expressions, every hair flip and hip roll timed like she's auditioning for Beyoncé's tour. She'll command the stage, play with the crowd, and sell every single beat like her life depends on it. It's night and day compared to some of those May group moments. And that contrast, that's why the lazy narrative sticks so stubbornly. People see the capability and then wonder why they don't always get that level 24/7. Now, before the pitchforks come out, let's be real. There are explanations that make sense. Some fans think Jennie's low-energy moments are actually her pacing herself. K-pop tours are brutal. Multiple high-intensity performances per week, across time zones with endless travel and press. If she's saving her full throttle for the solo stages or key parts of a song, it could be a smart stamina move, not laziness. Others point out she's had injuries in the past, knee and ankle problems that could explain why she sometimes pulls back on the choreo, especially during group numbers where she's not center stage. And of course, there's the possibility that she simply enjoys her solo work more, so she naturally pours more of herself into it. Imagine working in a team project versus your own passion project. You're going to show up differently, right? The thing is, nuance doesn't trend. Twitter's not built for, well, she might be conserving energy due to past injuries. Instead, it's built for, she's lazy in group songs but slays her solo. And that line spreads fast. The optics make it look like she's disengaged when with the group, and people who already dislike her use it as ammo. Meanwhile, fans who adore her either defend it as artistic choice or ignore it completely. But whether it's stamina management, personal preference, or just mood fluctuations, the contrast between group Jennie and solo Jennie is too noticeable for the internet to leave alone. And honestly, it's probably going to be a debate in the fandom forever, like the K-pop version of the "is the dress blue or gold" argument. So this whole thing went nuclear when Billboard ran a headline basically calling Jennie out for lazy performances. And if there's one thing K-pop fandoms have mastered, it's turning criticism into an all-out cyber war. Blinks were not having it. Some went for the classic defense, posting fan cams of Jennie performing at full power, talking about her injuries and blaming editing. But then, the darker side of the fandom crawled out. A small but very loud group of fans went full unhinged and started sending death threats to Billboard writers and even random people agreeing with the article online. It escalated fast. What should have been a discussion about stage presence became a PR nightmare, with Jennie's name trending for all the wrong reasons. It also didn't help that international media picked up the fans send death threats part, making the situation look 100 times more extreme. Meanwhile, over on TikTok, a whole other circus was happening. Users started posting side-by-side edits of Jennie's low-energy moments with captions like, "Mood when your boss asks you to work on Friday," or "when you're mentally already on vacation." It became a meme. People started imitating her softer, more minimal moves as a joke, sometimes in full BLACKPINK outfits, recreating concert clips. The lazy Jennie trend blew up so much that even non-K-pop fans got in on it, using her clips as reaction memes for everyday situations. And honestly, that's where things got really polarizing. Some thought it was harmless fun, others saw it as targeted mockery that crossed the line into cyberbullying. The trend basically made lazy Jennie part of pop culture vocabulary, which, yikes, because that's not the kind of brand association an idol wants. The tricky part is, once a meme like this exists, it's almost impossible to erase. Even if Jennie dances at 200% for the next 5 years, TikTok will still be circulating those old clips. And that's the frustrating thing for her fans. She's a huge star, but the internet will happily define her by a handful of out-of-context moments. The irony? Jennie's solo performances continue to go viral for being powerful and charismatic. So she's basically living in 2 timelines at once. Jennie the lazy meme and Jennie the untouchable solo queen. It's both a PR headache and proof of her insane influence. Because love her or hate her, the internet just can't shut up about her. Billboard aired a street-style video where random people were shown a viral clip of Jennie pausing mid-performance, allegedly lazy dancing, and were asked to talk about it. One person casually said, "She was always like that. Maybe it's just her face, her emotions, her attitude." No sympathy, no nuance, just a hot take from a random stranger. That moment reignited the entire lazy Jennie narrative. And that, folks, is the full tea. From Billboard's "Oops, did we just reignite a 5-year-old meme" moment, to Blink's going full FBI mode, to Jennie basically saying, "Chill, I was taking care of my health." Whether you're team "she's just protecting her energy" or team "girl, pick up the mic and move." One thing's clear, K-pop drama ages like fine wine. Except it's usually spilled all over the floor by Twitter in under 24 hours. So if you survived this roller coaster of opinions, receipts, and 4K fan cams without catching secondhand rage, you deserve a medal, or at least a YouTube subscription. Smash that like button. Drop a comment telling us if you think Jennie's dance style is chill queen energy or just low battery mode. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next celebrity drama we overanalyze like it's a Harvard case study. Because let's be real, in K-pop land, there's always another plot twist waiting to go viral. Whether you call her the chill queen or accuse her of low battery mode, Jennie's still winning, on stage, on the runway, and in the headlines. And that's the real irony. Because even when she's accused of being lazy, she's still working harder than most people ever will.